morning. Thanks for being with us. You're with the news here on Mirror Now. My name is Apurva Sridhar. Let's get you all the updates now coming in with regards to the cyclone Amphan, which made a landfall yesterday. And the severe cyclonic storm has claimed at least 15 lives, and it had battered the states of Odisha and Bengal at this point. Now, houses have been damaged, trees uprooted, and electricity poles were ripped apart. The road clearance and restoration work by the NDRF are currently underway in both the states. The Indian Met Department has said that the severe cyclonic storm has moved northeastwards with a speed of 30 kilometers per hour and is likely to weaken into a deep depression. So the cyclone Amphan that made a landfall yesterday near the Sundarbans area has, of course, left a trail of destruction in both the states of Bengal and Odisha. Now, we're given to understand that 15 lives have been lost and several houses have been damaged. Trees have been uprooted. Several of the areas in Kolkata have been left without power and mobile network because of the kind of damage that was witnessed. Now, Cyclone Amphan, remember, is one of the worst storms over the Bay of Bengal. It has, of course, killed 15 people. And Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee has said that this is the worst storm that has come in, and it is worse than the coronavirus. The state right now is in a state of shock. The kind of damage that we've witnessed, the powerful cyclone there has also destroyed thousands of houses, leaving the authorities struggling to mount the relief work which is currently underway in several of the districts. Now, 6 of the districts continues to remain the worst affected at this point. So we are, of course, getting further updates at this moment, and the NDRF team on the ground is working on a restoration as much as possible for the kind of damage that was caused. The houses have been damaged, several of the trees there uprooted, several of the electricity poles were snapped as well, and hence we are looking at the state currently grappling with the aftermath of the cyclone that hit yesterday. Let's quickly listen into that reaction that had come in from Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee.
We know there is a global warming and all this, but we never expected this type of disaster. Roads are all disconnected. Bridges, no connection. Electricity totally finished. Drinking water, the system is in collapse. This type of situation we will face. We never expected. Now you know the country is facing the COVID-19. One side you are fighting the COVID-19. Second area, my migrant workers are coming, lakhs of people every day. We have to send them to their houses also, their district also. That is also a secondary, that is also a very important work. COVID-19, to fight the COVID-19 is a challenging work. And third one, is disaster means it is disaster than COVID-19.
Let me bring in Shubhro Niyogi, who is the Assistant Resident Editor of the Times of India, Kolkata. Mr. Niyogi, many thanks for speaking to us. If you can help us understand the current situation on ground, especially in Kolkata, because Kolkata, several parts did experience widespread damage as well. All right, we'll try and reconnect with Shubhro Niyogi in just a bit. But right now, we're getting those updates at this point. And remember, this powerful cyclone has destroyed several of the homes and leaving the authorities currently struggling with the relief efforts which are currently underway. Let me go across to Shubhro Niyogi, who is the Assistant Resident Editor of the Times of India in Kolkata. Mr. Niyogi, many thanks for speaking to us. If you can help us understand the assessment on ground, the situation on ground, because several parts of Kolkata has also has seen widespread destruction as well. What is the current situation on ground?
Kolkata, the storm has absolutely devastated the city. There are hundreds of trees that have been uprooted. Similarly, hundreds of light lamp posts, hundreds of traffic light posts, they have been uprooted and they have blocked all major roads. There is also widespread power loss in the peripheral areas of the city. Thankfully, Kolkata, the main city, heart of the city, the power network is underground. And therefore, that has escaped, destruction. But all the peripheral areas and the districts, including the Twin City Howrah, have overhead network, and all the lines are down. There have been electrocution deaths. There have been reports of around 8 to 12 deaths. Nothing is confirmed yet, but reports are still coming in. Areas have become inaccessible because all the roads are blocked. And that is the main problem. Though the DMG, which is the Disaster Management Group in the city, has been working since last night to cut trees and remove them, but the numbers are so staggering that it will take, I think, at least 2 days to clear the roads and get the relief people and others moving. So that is the situation right now.
All right, Mr. Nyogi, also, what would be the assessment of the entire state of West Bengal, the areas which have been worst affected, especially the Sundarbans area, the north and the 24 South Parganas, where maximum destruction was seen and even the loss of lives was seen from these areas. What is the situation in these areas?
Yes, Sundarbans and, all the coastal, there are 3 coastal districts. One is East Midnapur, the other is North 24 Parganas, and the other South 24 Parganas. Because we have an early warning system right now, and the weather prediction is much better than what it was 11 years ago when the other severe cyclone Aila had struck, the loss of life is a lot less, even though, there are areas which are yet to be reached and therefore assessment is still difficult. But a lot of people had been evacuated into cyclone shelters, schools, and elsewhere. So therefore, loss of life will be less than what it was 11 years ago. But the devastation in terms of homes, in terms of infrastructure, in terms of power, it is on a massive scale. The entire power network on these 3 districts, especially the areas through which the cyclone moved, have been wiped out. So it will take days, if not weeks, to set things right. And given that we are currently also battling COVID, so there is an apprehension whether the huge amount of relief that went out earlier when Aila had happened 11 years ago, spontaneously the kind of relief that had poured in and people that had come to the rescue, whether that will happen again this time. So it is going to entirely depend on government effort. So that is the kind of situation that the entire state, this region of the state, South Bengal, is currently battling.
All right, Mr. Nyogi, also very quickly, we understand the Met Department had predicted that torrential rains will continue across the state, both the states of West Bengal and Odisha, in the aftermath of the cyclone. Considering it is raining quite heavily, to what extent is the relief work, the restoration work that the NDRF is doing right now, to what extent has that been hampered, as you're saying that several of the areas continue to remain inaccessible?
Kolkata thankfully hasn't had rain since mid-morning, midnight, sometime after midnight. So this morning it's yet to rain. Skies are overcast. There is a possibility that even Sundarban areas could have cleared, but there will be rain as the cyclone moves. The Peel and the other areas will continue to have rains. So whether we will have rains or not, there is a forecast that there will be more rain, but right now it isn't raining. So the agencies are using whatever time they have at hand to clear as much as they can before they again get bogged down with the rain and other issues.
All right, Mr. Nyogi, many thanks for speaking to us and helping us understand the ground situation. Of course, the cyclone Amphan there leaving a trail of destruction with several lives that have been lost and the kind of damage that has been done to a lot of property. The houses there being damaged, electricity poles uprooted at this point. Meanwhile, the Odisha government has asked the district collectors to submit the damage assessment report within 48 hours after the cyclone Amphan hit the state. Cyclone Ampan has caused widespread damage in the coastal districts in the state of Odisha as well. Now, over 1.5 lakh people have been evacuated from the low-lying areas in the state. The Odisha government is currently now focusing on the cleaning up of the roads and the restoration process which is currently underway, and also restoring the power supply at the earliest.